That not my name.
Goodbye everyone, it is Bizarro. I want to thank my new subscribers for subscribing. I continue to see growth and I really appreciate that. Also, I want to thank my patrons, Dark Wanderer and Halaro. Thank you for being the first to donate to my channel. If you do want to donate, go to patreon.com/bizarrostyle and you can become a patron. I will be setting up tiers and rewards soon. With that being said, let me just jump right into what I wanted to do today. I had a teammate that wanted me to go back and look at Black Mask. I had done the early look at Black Mask, really just to kind of give initial thoughts and things like that. So I wanted to come back to talk about it a little bit more. And what you can see is I did choose Legendary 1 first, as I said I would in the last video. And then I decided that I would take number 5 as my second, which really went against what I thought I wanted to do. And I have to say I am disappointed, and I will show you why I'm disappointed in number 5 when we do some PvP matches. So with that being said, to revisit the legendary order a little bit, I had some folks who wondered why I don't want to take number 4 a little bit earlier, and I'll explain why. I don't like taking moves that only have a 40% chance, and as you can see here, he has a 40% chance to gain critical immunity, and then also has that same chance to apply 2 strength down and 2 agility down on the enemy. Look, I know that this can occur every turn, but the fact is, the fact that it occurs every turn doesn't change the fact that it's only a 40% chance. So having more chances for an event to occur does not increase the odds of that event occurring. Just like if you bought one lottery ticket every week, just because you're buying it every week does not increase your odds of winning the lottery. Now, it certainly increases your odds over not playing the lottery, which might be comparable here, but it's still a low probability event. So and yes, I know 40% in the lottery are nowhere near each other, but the fact remains that more chances at something don't increase the odds of something occurring. To use a more DC Legends related example, if you spin, actually I'll go in here to the void scanner, I'll show you. So each of these probably is programmed for some known probability of the event occurring. So when you spin, let's say there's only a 5% chance, just for hypothetically, to land on Wonder Woman, Champion of the Amazons. Having more spins doesn't change the odds of that 5%, because it resets every time. So you spin, you have a 5% chance. Even if you have a second spin, you still have a 5% chance. So the chance of that occurring does not change simply because you have more spins. So I kind of think of it the same way with Black Mask, which is, yes, you know, there's more chance for that particular ability to proc, which means which you might think means that you get more chance for it to occur. With regard to the other legendary abilities, this 5% chance per debuff on target to use again on a random target. This seems pretty good if you're going to be making debuff comps with Black Mask. This second one has the 40% chance to call a second assist, which goes up to 80% if any enemy is overhealed. And with all the Lex teams around right now, that might not be a bad option. But again, only 40%, so I wasn't real thrilled about that one. So this one has a much higher chance of the event occurring because it's per debuff and he puts a lot of debuffs on people. But you might say to yourself, well, then don't you need number 4? And I can see that argument. And that's why I always say, you know, a legendary order, there's no like, I didn't go up to the mountain and, you know, I came down with 2 tablets that had Black Mask's legendary order on it that was decreed by God. It just, you know, it's really how you like to play a player and what your feel for that character is. And so for me, I went with 1 and 5. And again, I did not like 5, and I should have listened to my own video. With that being said, what I wanted to do is run some PvP matches and test some different comps with Black Mask to see what we can come up with. And I was sort of thinking about 2 comps with, well, when I say comps, I should really say I was thinking about a couple of ways that you can run Black Mask, because I sort of think about what his major skills are. So one skill is obviously the ability to call assists. So trying to see if we can combine with other call assist characters in the game. And then the other big thing is being able to put debuffs on people, and that third ability where the chance goes up if you have the legendary, if they have more debuffs. So perhaps running a team that puts lots of debuffs on enemies. So one of the teams that I tested in my last video was one with Saint Walker. And so I want to see how we might do with Saint Walker here. All right, so all right, let me find my Saint Walker. Where are you, Mr. Walker? Are you a bonus tune tonight? You are not. So where did you go? Oh, well, duh, this is a villain's gem blitz. Yeah, so I'm having a bit of a brain fart there. So let's actually go back out to Wraith Arena. I thought for a moment I was losing my mind, which could still be the case, but just not with this particular thing. All right, so let's try Saint Walker. So he should be in my list now. There he is. And let's try, so we're going for assists here. And this is the team that I ran last time. So let me get Black Mask in here. Oh, he's a bonus tune. So I guess like 90% of this video is just going to be me scrolling. So I hope you find it entertaining to watch me scroll. And let's see who else. So we can kind of do 2 at once because Red Hood with the number of bleeds and heal immunities he puts on the other team might be really beneficial here. And in fact, particularly because we're dealing with a Lex team. So the idea is to try to get the turn meter down early on this team through Castaway, and then hit them hard and hit them quick before they can start healing and buffing and all that. So let's see how this works. And again, I want to test both the assist calling and debuffing. So I'm gonna, as you can see, I can put turn meter down. So I'm gonna put the turn meter down on the whole team. And then the question becomes, so one thing I wanted to test was if we call an assist with Saint Walker on his basic, Saint Walker should hit twice. And then the question is, because his basic calls an assist, whether that will call another assist where we can chain together actually 4 moves. Well, actually it would only be 2 on this one. And I'll show a way that we might could get 4. So let's see how this works. So we did call assist, you notice, because I did not, that was not me who clicked for Red Hood to go. So now what I'm going to do is put the AoE on them so I get heal immunity and possibly some bleeds, which will help. Well, that was nice. All right, so here's where I want to see how many assists we can get if he happens to call Black Mask. And here's how this works, because if you use St. Walker's move on himself, he will use his basic twice, and then he'll actually call assist on that. Now, I don't think if he calls Black Mask, I don't think that he'll get an assist off that, because Black Mask's call assist is a legendary ability. But we'll see how this goes. So did call the assist from Red Hood, who seems to be getting a lot of assists here. And let's see. So I'm just going to use the basic to call an assist again. Now you can see, I don't know if you saw that pop up real quick, and if you didn't, you can sort of rewind the video for just a second. But what happens is that the strength ups that you get from the call assist on Black Mask are 0 turn, which means they only apply for a second while the person performs the assist, and then they go away. And I didn't realize that was the case, and if I had, I would not have selected number 5 so early in the order, because I thought it was going to be a continued buff. Now, the reason I think that they're doing that is because of Wonder Girl and helping you to not stack so many buffs on your team so that you're constantly getting whipped on Wonder Girl. But I want to show a bug that is happening with this. All right, so we got the victory there, and you know, against a pretty decent Lex team, although it was kind of heavy on one of affinity. All right, so I want to go back to my Gem Blitz, and let's see what team we can come up with for Black Mask to take on this team. And because there is a Harley Quinn, I'm going to go with a lot of, hit chance ups from Steppenwolf and Owlman. And then what I'm going to try to do is I want to round it out with a blue, with a nice mystic character. Let's see who might pair well here. Actually, we'll just do it this way. All right, a little low in the list here. Now my Siren is getting up there, and she can put a lot of bleeds on the other team, so she might be a good one when I eventually get that legendary from Black Mask that puts all kinds of extra damage when the team is debuffed. Let's see how it runs with Eclipso. All right, so I'm going to use this one as an opportunity to show that putting the taunt on a character does not give them the strength ups like it's supposed to. So let me explain. So if you remember here, as it shows, I'm supposed to get 2 strength ups when I call an assist, and the second move will apply taunt and then call the person's assist. So what you should see is that once I apply the taunt, it will not call the assist like it's supposed to. So I will actually put this on, I'm going to actually put this on Steppenwolf. Now notice no strength ups. I did not get any strength ups, and so something seems to be wrong there. And one of the nice things about putting a taunt on another enemy when it comes to Eclipso is you can see his Veil of Darkness, 55% chance to apply 3 hit chance downs to enemy that deal damage to a teammate. So what's nice is because I put the taunt on him, if they deal damage to him, then Eclipso has a fairly decent chance to put some hit chance downs. And that chance is actually higher. I just don't have that ability maxed out. So there we go. Lots of hit chance downs on Harley. And let's see if we can just go ahead and finish her off, which we did. So these criticals that I'm combining between Owlman and Steppenwolf are helping us out. Wow, 2 misses in a row. Normally I don't have that good at RNG. So I will hit her. So all these criticals are helping us out. Alright, so in this instance it's probably best to just use the basic on Atrocitus, get rid of him. I'm going to buff Owlman again. And let's see how we call an assist this time. So we would have preferred either of those two, which I don't know how it is for you, but when I play DC Legends, it is whoever's the worst call assist I could possibly get, that's who I get called on the assist. All right, so I'm going to taunt again and just pound away on him. So there we go. Not a real showcase for Black Mask there, but being able to put the taunt on Steppenwolf seemed to really help. And that's kind of the role that he's playing, is he is really helping to control your team, control who gets hit, and that kind of thing. So some of these are low. They're low teams compared to my team, but nevertheless we'll still give it a try. So let's see. Now Lex can call an assist on his number 3, but I'm gonna imagine that we may not even have the chance to actually get that assist call, because these characters we're facing are kind of low level. The other one, let's see. Oh, so one other idea and one other thing I've been using that's kind of nice in this Gem Blitz is using Black Mask and Bane together. I like to put the taunt on Bane so that when they hit him, he starts having that chance to ramp up. We'll try to see how that works. So let's see. Let's go with, we're going to need a Mystic again. So actually let's go with Grundy, and I might try putting the call assist on him as well. Okay. Here we are back in Quart again. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the taunt on Grundy, and the reason for that is the more you hit Grundy, the more he starts powering himself up. So, and it also gives a chance, as you can see, to get Grundy going early, which because Grundy is a really slow character. Alright, so let's see, we need to go ahead and take out this Black Mask because he's putting so many, you can see all these debuffs are from that Black Mask. Alright, let's see if we can get a nice call assist again. And then we're down to just this Bane. Man, mine is going nuts. So again, that team's a little bit low level, so not a wonderful test, but we're going to try this comp again. And one of the things I do like about Black Mask is the fact that he's fast, and because he can put taunt on other teammates and he's fast, it allows you, like I said, to get that on folks who would normally be a little bit slow. Alright, so Alright, so this might be absolute suicide here. And the reason I'm going to try this is because we should start with critical immunity, so even if we get hit by reverse flash, we should be okay. So let's see how badly I get destroyed here. So he actually went after Bane, and I didn't get Bane to proc, so let's do the same thing again and call the assist from Grundy, and that was pretty much the worst person he could have hit. I'm going to speed my team up, and let's see, let's use the AoE from Grundy. And see, this is the problem with Grundy as an older character, is that he is not doing the damage that he should, because normally with such a slow tank you would expect him to be a little faster. So the one thing you can see is Black Mask, I just used his big move, and there's not a lot of damage there. And that's overall one of the problems that I do notice with Black Mask is that he is not able to do a heck of a lot of damage. I do have to say we are getting our Grundy going pretty good. Alright, so we got it down. I thought this was going to be total suicide, and we're actually doing pretty well. So now I can actually call an assist from Lex and probably almost take him out. So not too bad there. I'm actually surprised I was actually able to get that. But again, you can kind of get a sense of what Black Mask is doing. So he's more about controlling teammates and is not really a high damage dealer himself, even on his big move. So if you're looking for him to come in and do big damage, I don't really think it's gonna happen. All right, so we got. Yeah, I see what this person did. They're just trying to. So we're going to take out Grundy, and let's take a look for another energy character that might do well with the taunting, and I think I'm actually going to go with Ultraman. So what I want to do is I want to get the taunt on Ultraman pretty early. So he's putting you can see I'm putting all kind of critical damage down. And then I can essentially put buff immunity on the whole other team. So that prevents the Bane from being able to mend. Alright, so I'm going to try and call an assist again, see who I get. I get Ultraman again, and then I'm just going to keep taunting with Ultraman because they should be having some serious problems here at this point doing any damage to my team. So yeah, you can see we did pretty good there. So this is just, like I said, a way to get a sense of how you might use Black Mask and how he plays now that I have a couple of legendary abilities. So let's see. Trying to think who else might pair pretty well with him. And I'm looking for an energy character. Particularly somebody who punishes people back if they get hit. Actually, I'm going to try Bizarro. This might be a total bust, but we'll see what happens. because Bizarro will start off with death immunity, and so we can get that taunt on him pretty quickly. Let's see. Let's hope we can stun Bane. We did. So the other thing is, you can see that the taunt went away pretty quickly. It doesn't last very long, so you don't really get that chance to make real good use of it, but you at least get some use out of it. So I'm gonna, hopefully we get a good call assist here. We did. And then we're gonna taunt with him again. And that pairs well with Lex as well, because that taunt's giving me the heal. So this is the way I do it. I mean, I just try different comps and I hope that something works. You can see that my hugs do barely any damage. All right, so there you go. All right, and I'll just run some more, and I'll just sort of talk through, you know, what I might try. All right, so with this team is not so great to try with Black Mask, just because it's all energy. So I'm just gonna skip that one, try and find another. Let's go with this one. It's 30,000. All right, so Cheetah's pretty quick, so we're gonna want somebody that can counter Cheetah's speed, and we're gonna want some mystic characters. So let's see what we can come up with here. So I'm actually thinking I will do Grundy again. And let's see, one more. Man, I don't have a lot of mystic villains to choose from. I guess I go with Eclipso again. And we'll try a very similar comp. But actually, I don't want to do that because Eclipso is going to take out... Deadshot's going to take out Eclipso very quickly. So what I may actually do, whoops, I didn't mean to leave that whole thing. Where'd you go? I think it's this one. Yep. Alright, so may actually want a character to get us going a little bit quicker, and so I'm going to go with Reverse Flash. So let's give this a try. Alright, so that helps us just using Lex's speed up to be able to get the turn to Black Mask a little quicker. And I'm going to put the taunt on Grundy again, call his assist. And then hopefully, when they start hitting Grundy, he's going to start ramping up and do some pretty good damage. Alright, so I'm going to hit the AoE. Alright, let's see if we can get a good call assist. So I hope you see that the value that Black Mask is bringing, which is the ability to allow me to control who gets hit and use that to my advantage. And I wanted to show you one other way I thought that could be used, because there's one character in particular that when that character gets hit, they retaliate, and their retaliations are pretty darn hard. And actually I'm going to try it here. So let me put him in. And actually we won't be able to do it in the villains blitz. So let me go back out to Wraith and see if we can try it here. And in fact, this will work very well here against an all red team, And so my thought is to use Arcus Chummick. And hopefully what's going to happen is he's just going to hit everybody back, and that'll be the end. All right. So here's the way I'm thinking this will work is I will use Reverse Flash to speed up my team as I usually do with Lex. And then I can put the taunt on Arcus Chummick, and right away you can see I'm able to have the taunt on him, and if you know anything about Arcus Chummick, he will hit back. So here we go. Now I have it there, and I have see, we didn't get hit. I didn't get a chance to hit back then, but hopefully we'll see an opportunity to do this. Whoop. I'll run this one more time because this was too heavy of a red team to really give this an honest shot. All right, so let's see what else we've got here. Well, they got their own Arcus Chummick. That's fine. We can still get this done. And the way we'll get it done is like this. So try to take out Wonder Girl first. And then I will put the taunt on Arcus. And then hopefully we can just take out Larfleeze before he gets a chance to get going. So he's not hitting back, but that's just poor RNG. Hopefully you get the idea behind what I'm trying to do. So you can see call assist there. Now their Arcus is hitting back. Why can't mine do that? You know, look at the number of strength ups I have. So that's kind of what I was thinking about how that would work, and I think that's a good combo, is being able to put the taunt very early on Arcus, because Arcus is not one of the fastest characters. So I'm going to go back to my Gem Blitz, and let's see what else we can try that I had thought of that might work. Oh, I know Curia. She's a leader of an alliance that I know. She's a very nice person. All right, so let's see what kind of things we can get going with Black Mask. One thing that would be particularly annoying unless somebody used heal immunity is you could use White Lantern Sinestro in lead and then put the taunt on him, and then he's just going to keep reviving over and over. But I'm not a fan of revive characters, so I'm not going to do that. But I am going to use Ultraman again, unless I see something else that strikes my fancy. Actually, one other thing we could do is, because Cyborg Superman is so tanky, we could put that Actually, here's a better idea. We're gonna put the taunt on Penguin, and that'll be highly annoying for the other team because Penguin will hopefully keep giving himself the affinity resist chance. So let's give this a try and see how it works. You'll see the idea. My brain is a little bit melted because it's getting later in the day for me. Alright, so right away I'm just going to put the assist on Penguin, and hopefully what we can do is we can just really ramp up the team pretty quickly, as I'm trying to do here. And again, part of the problem is that, you know, this is a low-level team, so it's not a really good look at it. But what I'll actually do is I'm going to run this a second time, in the Wraith Arena against a higher power team. And I'll show you one other thought I had behind this. So let's see. So what I really wanted to try was putting St. Walker in lead, because that'll put shield on Penguin really quickly, and because he's getting that on him very quickly, it allows a greater chance for Penguin to proc his ability to taunt. And again, we want to be able to get our team going pretty quickly, so I'm going to run reverse flash. Hopefully this will work, and I can kind of show you what I'm thinking for this comp with Black Mask, because it allows the assists, it allows me to put taunt on Penguin. So first thing I'm going to do is put speed down. I'm going to call the assist and put taunt on Penguin. So you can see that is going the way I want it to, because now I have shield on me from St. Walker. I'm able to taunt. I can put these affinity resistance ups on the other team, but I'm actually going to attack Wonder Girl. Now we want to use this on St. Walker and have him hit twice, call assists. Uh-oh. So not as good as I would have liked. But this is where it's nice, and this is another feature of Black Mask, as you can see all kinds of debuffs on the other team. And the reason that happened is because one of my players died. So I'm going to try and get a good call assist. So that was an interesting one. I don't know if you caught how it chained two of them together. But I called the assist from Black Mask, which then called St. Walker, and because St. Walker's basic calls an assist, I got another move. Now I want to make sure she does not have death immunity, because I want to hit her next. Alright, no death immunity. So we're coming back. I want to call another assist. And there we go. We got it. So this was another combination I was thinking of, because you can put the taunt early on Penguin, and then Penguin gets shielded early because of St. Walker. And if you know anything about Penguin, he's a real pain in the neck to kill. So hopefully that gives you a better sense of how he plays at level 70 gear 11 for Black Mask, and some of the ways you can think about comps to try. And the last thing is, you know, again, I would bump number 5 later into the legendary order than I had originally thought, because of the fact that this is only 0 turn, and because it's currently bugged, it seems, with this second move. So I know a lot of people like 4. I get why they like it. My RNG sucks, and I'm sure when you play the computer, it'll be putting all kinds of debuffs on you all the time. But I actually continue to like 2 and 3, particularly 2 with 2, because there are a lot of Lex teams out there. So this second call assist will probably happen pretty often if you're playing Lex teams. So hopefully that helps you a little bit more with some additional thoughts on Black Mask. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you do. Otherwise, I will not ever see you again.